Welcome, gamers and geeks, to another D&D session. I'm Anthony, I'm the DM. I run games of Dungeons and Dragons on the Games and Geekery Discord server. And today we're playing City of Gate 2.0. And we're on episode... Come on, pop up, where are you? There we go, episode 63. And would you guys like to introduce yourselves, please?
Dibsing last.
Dibsing last as usual, yep. And today...
Ladies first.
Okay.
Right. I guess I'll go first. Hello, I play Gwendolyn Darkmoon, Rogue, Fire, Extraordinaire, Drawerat. And, yeah, new business owner, coming soon in your from other corner near you.
Okay. Who wants to go next?
I guess me then?
Sure.
I play Curie, and she's a cleric, druid, barbarian, Goliath person.
One of the last people you want to mess with. Basically. And that brings it to me. I am Jinrilla, a half-elven werebear bard paladin rogue.
Werebear, bard, paladin, rogue. Yep. Yeah. And, yeah. Last but not least.
Hello, I'm Wilhelm. Our wizard artificier. Also a owl and were-rat, were-panther hybrid.
Woot woot. Uh-oh. Apparently the chat is disabled. I don't like that. I didn't disable it, I don't think.
Excuse me.
With you?
Here you go.
It's working now. Anyway. Good. So, what happened last time we played? Anyone?
We went exploring tunnels. That's what happened.
Yes, you went exploring tunnels.
Yeah, we explored some purple worm tunnels and picked up his poop.
Yes. His gemmy poop.
Yep, because it's all gemstones in that. We ran into some. We ran into some rock creatures. I don't remember exactly what they're called, but some sort of sentient rock monsters.
Some bouldery boys. Yep.
Yeah.
Galabdur.
The Galabdur. Yep.
And they helped us collect a whole bunch of the gems. And then we saw some other things, and we were going to leave them alone. But they decided to attack us. When Jinrilla turned around to walk back to the rest of the party, they decided to try to attack her. And that started a fight. And they eventually took Jinrilla and Gwyn to see their boss thing, or whatever.
Took them to their leader, yep.
Which happened to be a death tyrant, which, boy, did they know how big a mistake it was to take Jinrilla to fight an undead.
Yeah, and the things that took you were called measles.
Yes, the measles took us, and they learned quickly that they were ineffective against the people they were fighting because they don't have weapons, silver weapons, so they couldn't pierce our hides.
Mm-hmm.
And their leader was ineffective against uh, the paladin because fucking paladin auras and all that wonderful stuff. So beat that down, collected its sparkly magical jewels or whatever, and we were making our way back up when we ran across one of the ambushy type of underdark creatures that I can't, because there's like two.
Cloakers?
I don't think they were cloakers this time. They were trap. I think they're just called trappers, or something like that.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what they were, but I know that there's a couple of different types of things that basically kind of act similar, but different. They were part of the. They were doing their best to make themselves part of the wall, but some of us can see really, really well.
Yes.
And I'm not sure why we started fighting them for sure, but we got into a fight with them.
Just because they were. That's what they do. Is they trap people. That's just their whole MO.
Well, right, but I was thinking that the two rogues might have been able to sneak past them without them noticing.
Right. But one of them got triggered and started.
Yeah. Somehow we got into the fight and we beat them, and then our rock friends were kind of mad because we'd had a couple of fights and they didn't like that. But we were able to convince them that
You weren't trying to destabilize the.
Yeah, we weren't there to just keep fighting everything. We only fought to defend ourselves, and that we were going to leave and most likely not return to the Underdark anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
So they were convinced and let us leave. So we were able to do that, and then we kind of spent the rest of the. Once again, we kind of spent the rest of the day not doing a whole hell of a lot. Working in our keep or reading our books or. But yeah, it was mostly just surviving a couple of random things and getting filthy, stinking rich.
Yep. So, what's next?
I assume we all wake up from our. Well, Gwen, I guess the question is, Gwen, what are you doing with your extra 2 hours of downtime before the rest of us wake up?
I guess like 2 weeks ago, I've kind of already said I was already reading some more of my books, and I've already added that to my little chart.
Cool. So we'll wake up.
You okay? Huh? Oh dear.
What's wrong?
She's just zoning out a little bit. But anyway, so yeah, what does Gwyn want to do with her extra downtime?
She was reading her dexterity book,
Cool.
and I've already kind of added the hours she would have gained the last time we came and stuff, to keep track. And yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Cookies. Okay. So when Wilhelm, Genrilla, and Curie wake up, is there anything in particular you'd like to do?
Uh,
I think Generella. We talked about it in chat, but I think Generella gave the 9 Death Tyrant eyes. I think it was 9 to Wilhelm.
There would have been 10 stalks and 10 smaller orbs and 1 large one, so 11 altogether.
Oh, there's not more I thought. Yes, if I remember right, Generella gave them to Wilhelm, and he was going to identify each so he could figure out the magical properties of them.
I definitely give you those things, and in the morning, I assume when we're all eating together or whatever, guys, are we still the good guys?
I think so.
A good sign.
I mean,
Don't ask me. Please don't.
I mean, don't take this the wrong way, Curie, but you know, you and me both worship the sun god, and your armor is made of practically living shadow, and I wear dark gray.
Light always shines brightest in the darkest areas.
That is a fair assessment. That is a fair statement. I just want to make sure that we haven't lost ourselves, because you know sometimes when you stare into the abyss long enough, it starts to stare back, or you know you become the abyss.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure we hadn't fallen too far out of our stuff. Thank you for the reassurance.
You don't want to have wandered too far from your righteous path. Yeah. Yep. Woot woot.
I imagine the moment you asked that and specifically mentioned clothing, Wilhelm looking up from ritually identifying eyeballs. You guys are color. You know what? You know what? I didn't know gods had favorite colors and were racist towards other colors, but in color system, you know what? Gods are color system. Okay, I'm going back to what I was doing.
God's a colorist.
Wilhelm, it's not.
Oh my gosh, you might be on to something. You might be onto something, Wilhelm.
It's not that they're colorists or whatever. It's the okay. So our god is supposed to be the sun god, and we look like we were stepping straight out of the night.
Yes.
Like that's the problem.
They don't look very sunny. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want different colored armor?
I mean,
Do we need to go outside and get some tans to be more sun?
No,
I'm an owl. I don't tan, but
and I mean, no, that's not what I'm not going to force you out into the sun, Gwen, because I know how the sun affects you. That would be.
Yes. Tan? I don't know. But I get your point. I'm just joking.
Yeah, no, but honestly though, I don't know how it would work on Curie's armor, but if you could arrange some sort of magical thing that would give my armor I know what you could do. If you could figure out how to glamour this plate, like leather armor can be or whatever, that would be amazing.
let me call me real quick.
Let me call me.
And yeah, he's going to shout. There's 4 of him now.
Ah, right. Yeah, with
I'm going to
your...
call for one of the other Wilhelms. And look, yeah. Yeah. Will Wilhelm be able? Oh, with the combined intelligence of two Wilhelms, can they figure out how to glimmer your armor effectively? This is a terrifying thought because, yes, but yeah, I think they know how to glamour your armor. Yeah, we can do that.
How strong of an? I know you're not much of a. Are you have more wizard than you do artificer, but how strong are your infusions?
My regular infusions, not that good. I mean, they're like basic ones, but they're not. Most of them are utility infusions. I don't have anything crazy.
I was just curious because theoretically, but yeah, no. Because that would be awesome.
Yeah, I do have to look at my infusions. I do have some weird ones.
Would basic paint work?
You, I mean, I suppose in theory for a while, but paint would paint would chip off over time. That's why mostly just kind of. Am I echoing somewhere?
Maybe.
Might be my headset, maybe. Do you hear it now?
I don't think so.
Okay, it might be
no.
my headset, yeah. This headset has some weird issues, so.
Crack says something again. We'll watch to see whose mic is going off.
But yeah,
Nobody.
Okay, good. So, yeah, paint would work in the short term, but I think a permanent solution would be would be a magical one.
Okay, just wanted to ask.
Maybe you can download some new skins for your armor.
Theoretically, yes. Wait,
Those microtransactions.
Mm-hmm.
it's
It's going to cost you some RPs.
Yeah. Do we have any RPs?
Not much. You've been kind of obsessed with this game so much that you haven't really experimented and done other stuff. You haven't really ingratiated yourself much with the network either.
That's fine. I was just wondering if they would, or how expensive would a.
What are you rolling there, Wilhelm?
That was all 3 portents, because I get 3 of them now.
Important. Okay, cool. Awesome.
So excited.
How much would a reskin cost? That
Depends on whether it's a common, uncommon, rare, or legendary. And whether you want to just... of course, it works out better value for RPs to get like a loot box and see what you get.
they will probably stick with the in-character solution for stuff because that makes more sense. No offense.
Taken.
And that way you don't have to be thinking about a loot box. So we were headed to the dwarves today, I think.
Yes. Do you want me to enchant your armor legitimately first?
Sure.
Okay, do you want to take it off? And I will take... he's going to call for a third Wilhelm and have Wilhelm 2 and 3 take it and go. Do you know what you want it to look like? Same thing, different color?
Yeah, just...
Alright, what color do you want here?
Either for me, I mean, the funniest thing would be to take the adamantine and make it look like mithril.
Make it look several shades shinier.
Yeah.
Light, yeah, a whiter metal. It's more silvery. / white gold. Rather than dull grey.
Yeah. Great armor, but the color's just gross.
So you just want it shiny?
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of like we said, like make it if we could, yeah, brighten it up some. That would be great.
Alrighty. Wilhelm 2 and 3 are going to. How long would it take him with 2 Wilhelms sharing his stats to go make this armor shiny and bright?
Just using buffing and polishing or magic?
Magic.
So
I don't think Wilhelm knows how to. Well, you know, he's proficient with armor, so I guess he'd probably know how to buff and polish it. But that's a lot of work when he can just magic it.
I mean,
you do have artificer levels as well. So electroplating.
What in the bloody world is that? I haven't looked at half the armor stuff.
You don't know what electroplating is?
No.
It's
he's talking about electroplating, where you take one metal and use like electricity in that to
right.
plate it onto another.
So let's say for example you wanted to make the armor look literally silver. You could dunk each piece in a solution of silver chloride and run an electric current through it, and the silver molecules would end up clinging to the, I think it's the negative. So as long as you've got the plate, the armor negatively charged, it will end up coated in silver.
Yeah, the 2 Wilhelms are just going to go do that then, because that actually sounds like it could be fun.
Now the real tricky part is how are you going to generate an electrical current in a magical setting?
Lightning bolt.
Shocking grasp.
Don't have it.
But that would be another way to do it.
Yeah, that would be another one. I think all I have is lightning. Yep, lightning bolt. That's about it. I don't think a Wilhelm wants to go out there and stand on top of the roof and wait for a lightning strike. So we're going to lightning bolt.
You'd fry the wiring, but okay. It has to be a low sustained current rather than a. But okay, I'm sure an artificer can figure it out.
Yeah, 2 of them at that.
Mm-hmm.
First, the Wilhelms create batteries.
The Wilhelms are going to be so dangerous. And there's only 4 of them. There will be more. So many Wilhelms shall arrive.
So there's gonna be like an army of Wilhelms.
At a certain point, they're only going to have like 1 HP though, because every subsequent copy is supposed to have half the hit points of the creature it's made from. So,
which is Wilhelm. Well, to be fair, there's actually only 1 made clone of Wilhelm. Everything else has been a wish.
Right. Was the wish? Were you using wish to literally reproduce simulacrum?
Yeah, literally to just. It was. He would wish for a simulacrum. Then the simulacrum would wish for a simulacrum of him.
Right, but the second simulacrum would have quarter the hit points of you.
How would they have quarter though if they take half of it?
Because if the first simulacrum makes a simulacrum of it, then the simulacrum they make will have half the hit points of the simulacrum.
So there, I think it's. Let me double check the cheese of the simulacrum spell. But I think there's a way with simulacrum that it just. Because I think simulacrum gets stupid and it says target creature within range.
Let me double check.
it also is supposed to say something like you can't have more than 1 simulacrum of a creature roaming around at the same time.
Actually, I've already checked the wording of that one. Okay, so you create an elusive duplicate of a beast or humanoid. So I see you're having the simulacrum create a simulacrum of you. Gotcha.
Yes. Original Wilhelm.
Now, It does say at the bottom, if you cast this spell again, if you cast Simulacrum again, any duplicate you created with this spell is instantly destroyed. But if you're using Wish, then technically you're casting Wish, not Simulacrum, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's just
Super broken, yeah. It's so much cheese, this is gonna be great.
great. Okay, fine. I'm good with all that.
Infinity Wizard. Most of them are just researchers, but that's okay.
Yeah, they're still kind of glass cannon-y.
Yeah, I mean, even well, eh. Well, the new ones have invulnerability, so they're not really glass cannony anymore.
What I mean, though, is like not glass cannons, but they're kind of.
Kind of one and done.
If they were actually going to combat, they're kind of like one-trick ponies because once they use their magic, it's gone.
Yeah, once they use it, it's the big gone for forever. So that's the crappy part about Simulacrum.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it'd be way too damn powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Even just one is kind of scary. I've proven that time and time again. Oh, okay.
So,
While the Wilhelms do that, out of curiosity, so as a player, I thought this, but I've never actually ran into one of these things.
go on.
A Death Tyrant. Are they? These are all just beholder eyes, aren't they?
More or less. Okay, so the largest eye
Mm-hmm.
can produce a negative energy cone. It emits, when it's magically activated, of course, a magical 150-foot cone of negative energy at the start of each of its turn. Whatever you're pointing this orb at, yeah, you can turn the orb to face a target. Well, it's an orb at the moment, so you'll have to put some kind of shielding on it to direct the ray. But any creature in the area cannot regain hit points. Any humanoid that dies within the cone becomes a zombie. Under the tyrant's command, technically. But if you're attuned to it, then it would be under your command. The dead humanoid retains its place in the initiative order and animates at the start of its next turn, providing that its body hasn't been completely destroyed. And then the other 10 are Charm Ray, Paralyzing Ray, Fear Ray, Slowing Ray, Enervation Ray, Telekinetic Ray, Sleep Ray, Petrification Ray, Disintegration Ray, and Death Ray, just like a regular beholder. But again, because they're less like eyes and more like crystalline orbs, they're easier to, install into magical devices.
I have a plan for a terribly funny magic item. I just need to find my magic item. I have a notebook where I wrote down terrible, amazing ideas for Wilhelm's magic items, and I just cannot find it now. That makes me sad. Oh well, I know what Wilhelm wanted to make it into. That still works. This is going to be great. How long are they, if they're animated dead by that thing, how long are they animated? Is it just like the animate dead spell?
Mm-mm. They're a zombie.
Oh, like permaloyal. Oh, wow.
Permadead.
Are they like permanently loyal to whoever's attuned to the eyeball?
I think it's assumed when they created the stat block for the Death Tyrant that those zombies would quickly be destroyed by the party. So there's no expiration date on them.
But like, if he was to turn like an archmage into a zombie, would they be like a zombie archmage? Or would they just become like a base stat?
No, they're just zombie.
Oh, okay.
They lose they lose their personality, their intelligence. They're an animated corpse, and therefore function only as an animated corpse.
Yeah, have a zombie casting spells. Oh well, that's fair. That makes sense.
So you can't use this a negative energy cone to just turn the entire party into undead versions of themselves.
That was not the plan, but
Good. That's
that would be pretty bad. Yeah, that would be pretty bad. No, it was to Well, I mean, it still works because, well, kinda. Well, he'll have to tweak it a bit somehow. Just what the item does, somehow. Whenever I find the book.
so.
I hurt myself.
Yeah.
Well, I guess while we wait on other Wilhelms, now that Wilhelm knows that, he's going to just put that in the bag of holding and prepare an offering for the... He knows nothing about the Dwarven Kingdom. Do they have kings? What's going on over there?
The last time we were there, there was a minor earthquake.
Last time you were...
The Dwarven lands.
Yes.
Yeah, because the Tarask.
Kind of woke up.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't like us. It didn't like us borrowing its life juices.
No, we did not.
But too bad. We borrowed its life juices anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Was it dead? Is it still alive?
We beat it for a while. We beat it down.
It'll be back in a century or so. It's fine.
Yeah.
Go to a cavern.
Okay.
Yeah, we dropped we dropped a mountain on it after we beat it down. So it'll be gone for a little while.
Okay. So avoid Tarask place. Okay. Any idea who leads the place? Because I want to just prepare an offering so we look like we're super friendly and they won't attack us.
Well, I think that there are actually several different kingdoms in the.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
8, I believe.
So they probably each have their own leader. Also, they're dwarves, so they're sort of isolationists. So we're probably gonna have to work really hard to talk our way in to begin with.
Mm-hmm. But they like gold and they like beer, so...
Yeah, they like gold and gems and metal and beer. Well, ale.
All right, we can work with that.
Although any ale we come up with is still going to be pale in comparison to their own, because Dwarven ale is renowned throughout most kingdoms.
Out of character, it's because they are resilient to poisons, so they have to make their alcohol even stronger so they can get drunk at all.
Yeah.
Question. As an alchemist, would Wilhelm know the appropriate chemical mixture to create some powerful dwarven ale?
Sorry?
As an alchemist, would Wilhelm know how to create
Do you have
strong chemical ale?
So
Yes,
as
he only has alchemist supplies, but
as an artificer in general, you have a ability called Right Tool for the Job that will allow you to spend an hour and use your existing tools to create any other set of artisan's tools, including a brewer's kit.
Okay.
And then with the brewer's kit, you can make your own ale.
Okay. Okay, he's going to call in Wilhelm 4. and have Wilhelm IV start the right tool for the right job, while he sorts through and finds some gems to offer up to the dwarves from the random stash they have
So you've
now acquired.
Dear God Almighty.
you've made Wilhelm IV the official brewer,
For the moment, yeah.
or Biermeister.
God, I
Kiori would probably have helped a bit.
Yeah,
My character-
okay.
Yeah.
This all just frightens me.
Why?
This just does. It just,
There's no harm in it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
We're
The
being
multiple
rid of
Wilhelms
the
mean
rest
It'll
nothing.
be okay.
All Wilhelm comes in is peace.
I swear to God, if you start using a chakra as your weapon, you are not going to come in peace.
A chakra.
No. If everything works out, Wilhelm's going to start using a rotational Death Tyrant eyeball minigun as his weapon. But it's going to take some work. God, what was the math we did last time for all the stuff he grabbed? Because evidently it didn't save. I think it was like 200 pounds of ore and or gems. It was something dumb that you were like, you won't need anything for a very long time.
You filled up your portable hole and your
Secret chest
Bag of
and bag of holding.
Yeah, so you did some math to figure out if that was full with gems, how many gems would that be? And it was ridiculous.
I was like, I want to say safely it was like 200 pounds of gems, 200 pounds of... But split between all three, 200 pounds of gems, No, that's a lie. It was 125 of each, I think. I don't think it was 200. I'll put 125 because it didn't save for some
A
reason.
lot of gems.
yeah, pretty much.
You reproducing yourself like this for some reason reminds me of Dr. Manhattan.
Maybe.
No.
Wilhelm, quick question.
It could be an infinite number of apocalypses as well. Yes.
I was gonna say, would you have or at least like Wilhelm IV would have affinity with brewing weapons? I mean, just brewing in general. To use the brewing tool.
I believe the way the right tool for the job works.
Yeah, I
is
think right tools.
You gain the proficiency for those tools as part of the ritual.
Yeah, I think it's auto proficiency. Let me look. I have my book open still.
I have it to
Let's
do.
see. Right tool for the job. This one is right tool. You've learned how to produce a magical, exactly what you need. You can magically create one set of arson tools and I can paste. This requires one action.
You're not automatically proficient with them, so yeah, it's going to be tricky for you.
That's
I
as an alchemist,
guess
I'm sure he
this
has
will
general idea.
Gonna have to do some experimentation.
I was gonna say Elizabeth can help out with that.
Elizabeth?
Sorry, another D&D character. I mean Gwen.
Okay. So Gwyn, Curie, and one of the Wilhelms are going to be helping to brew some ale.
Yes.
Awesome.
We're gonna
This works
we're gonna
because
rebrand as and bring monkey powder back. Powder monkey.
Powder Monkey.
yeah, this
Powder Monkey distillery hasn't been created in this timeline yet.
It's about to be. I have a feeling.
you'd think as a alchemist I would have taken proficiency in the brewer's kit, but instead I take poisoner's kit and herbalism.
Yeah.
No, sorry. Thieves' tools and herbalism.
I think you get thieves' tools anyway.
Yeah, I think that one's automatic.
So you should You should have quite a few. What did you pick as your background? Sage. Okay.
Yeah, Sage. It was either Sage or Researcher.
Sage's has the researcher feature. Artificers get thieves' tools, tinker's tools, and a type of artisan tool of their choice. or to begin with, and then when you gain your when you became an alchemist,
That's when I got the alchemist supplies.
Then-
So that's why I have herbalism and alchemism.
then you got the alchemist supplies. So altogether, you should have 4 tool proficiencies.
Yep. It says, yeah, it's alchemists, thieves, tinkers, and herbalism.
Okay, cool.
I put things as well. Well, main Wilhelm is going to prepare like a goodie sack of and what is a good amount to offer a dwarven lord? I don't know. Probably just a whole bunch of gems, right? Right.
Yeah.
All right,
Miscellaneous
25
gems.
pounds of gems.
Yeah.
So that's a 25 pounds worth of gems. Once other Wilhelm is done, he's going to come watch everybody try and make alcohol, just because this might be insightful and entertaining. Which one was Wilhelm? What was?
I think I'm going to be working on something.
I don't remember Wilhelm Forest Portons, so he was not sadly the one that had the natural one, but that's okay.
Back up, please. Come on.
He has the natural one. Oh, this is terrible. There's 2 Wilhelms with a natural 1 Porton. The chaos has begun. Alright, yeah, once the tools are made, I guess. How do you... Okay. I'm assuming for some good ale, we're going to need some... I don't know. Never actually looked into what you need to make this stuff.
To
Ale, you'll need like your ingredients that
Mm.
you want to put in the ale, yeast, water.
yeah,
Heat.
and some kind of grains, preferably that have already begun to produce sugar.
So, we have nothing. Okay, cool. Well,
Buy it in, and then make our own field.
Mm-hmm.
We're just gonna have like this little distillery.
little gated community over here.
Well,
Like,
you've already got your Fort Mart. You could till some of the field around it. I mean, bear in mind that the more you disturb the ground, the more likely you are to attract burrowing creatures. Part of the reason why the area around Coal City is mostly untouched is because of those burrowing creatures. So,
But you could also utilize the burrowing creatures for irrigation and aeration of soil.
if you were talking about earthworms and moles, yes, but we're talking purple worms and bullets here.
You want a whole field plowed?
I have an idea.
Go on.
So, we can't bring booze as an offering. However...
Not yet. It's going to take a while to brew it.
Yeah, that one's going to take a while, but I'm curious to see how well we can do. Main Wilhelm is going to, I guess, realizing that this plan we need a lot of supplies, is going to give the Kiori or Gwen, if either one of you guys want the brewer supplies, I'll let you guys hold on to them. Is going to begin enchanting a set of scale mail that he got from 2 Cambions who he also stole the wings of. I don't know why I have the wings still, but I have the wings.
The Cambion's wings.
Yeah, 4 of the wings. So 2 wings from each one. I don't know why. We're just like, oh, wings, thanks, rip.
Now, you could study the structure of those wings to figure out how to make a mechanical facsimile.
But he could also study his own wings.
Yeah, but your own wings are birdie.
Yeah, they'd be a little bit hard, yeah, because they're pretty... Okay.
And you're
Champion
also-
wing...
And they're also
Study later.
difficult to look at while they're still attached to your back.
Now, when you've got 3 others of you.
True.
Done with multiple.
Problem
you
is,
guys,
if you wanted to actually, yeah, as soon as you start cutting into one of your simulacrums, though, they're going to turn back into snow.
they've got hit points for a while. I'd have to carve pretty heavily. Yeah, well, I've got free wings of a fiend. I'll just use those. But he's going to begin. Would he know how long it'll take to put a powerful enchantment on a set of scale mail?
Oh, would depend on what enchantment you want to do and whether or not you've already collected the necessary materials and know the right magics.
So the question would be, so I know we don't need our components to cast spells anymore. If I'm infusing an arcane item, or an item arcanely, would I still need those components? Because if so, yeah, we gotta go shopping.
Toby, shush. I mean,
Especially from...
basically, the reason why you don't need... okay, so... you don't need the components for material components for spells anymore because you can basically... You understand the magic well enough to be able to set the magics at the necessary frequency without the physical tuning fork of the material elements. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
But I suppose if you know the magic that you're trying to infuse into the armor well enough, then it would just be a matter of setting it to the right magical frequencies. But yeah, that's still easier if you have something already at that frequency to match it with. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But he's gonna make... God, I don't know. It's like, how long would a +3 enchantment take him? With 2 of him.
Let's have a look in
Magic item skills. Only because if we can't make... I just want to have some kind of offering that the dwarves will bugger all.
Right. So you're... Where is it? Magic item... Crafting a magic item. Here we go. So... yeah, in order to even craft a legendary or very rare magic item, you'd have to be above us. Yeah, you're high enough level to do it, which is good. Very rare magic items would take about 25 work weeks and use 20,000 gold pieces worth of materials.
Jesus, okay, yeah. If I had
According
like
to Xanathos.
if I had like 17 Wilhelms, it would take like a day, but I have 1.5.
1.5?
Well, technically 2, but that's still not enough Wilhelms
No.
to make this at any point.
I think...
Yeah, but we can just go old school and just offer him gems. I'm sure I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, you got plenty of gems.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we know very well that dwarves like their gemstones. So, we tick 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 up everything inside. So, what you planning on doing today?
I think we're still going to the doors.
You're heading to the dwarves. Are you ready to
we
go?
I guess I'm gonna have to wear my backup armor.
Oh, I don't know. How long will it take the other 2 Wilhelms to get that armor done?
Well, if they can find a way to create a sustainable current, I don't think electroplating takes that long. Providing that they have the silver chloride in enough quantities, and can you have the Wilhelms that are working on that project make Arcana checks?
Sure. Do you want me to give have one assist the other?
Yeah, that works too.
That'd be a 33.
Would indeed be a 33. Okay.
I love expertise.
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, they managed to figure out a way to channel the lightning instead of in a single bolt as a slow, sustained arc and run it through the thing. So, you've got a couple of hours of downtime before you go anyway. So,
Time to read.
General, how would you be okay with just having a silver-plated adamantine breastplate while they do the rest of your armor?
I mean, I'm okay because I think I don't think I traded it in. I can just throw on my. Give me a second. I actually have to see if I can. I've been kind of goofing off and not keeping up with things, but I think I still have my mithril armor. Give me a second while I find a sheet. Okay. Open up.
I know I'm going to have Wilhelm 4 doing, just because it's funny.
Go on.
So it says you can only do this with hide, but can I do this with scale mail? Smoldering armor. Oh, never mind. It says any armor. Wilhelm 4, to get ready to open up a shop, is going to create a set of smoldering scale mail armor. So it's going to be scale mail that just emits a smoke. Smoke doesn't do anything. It's a common magic item. It's just odorless smoke rises from the armor while it's worn. That's it. Nothing crazy.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll just don my mithril half plate. So AC becomes slightly different.
Okay.
That does.
And once you've got the ale of brewing and the armor plating, you're all off to the dwarves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Woot. So, yeah. So you leave your castle behind for the moment, your mighty fortress, the mighty mole.
There's only let me look. I have the exact number here. There is only no, I don't. It is actually was it 48 weeks in a year, so there's only 47 more castings to go. Woohoo!
Now, you still got plenty of retail space in this fortress, right?
Yeah, like a pretty heavy amount. I have to actually get the thing we talked about, the incarnate, so I can make the full map.
But In theory, another thing that you could offer the dwarves would be retail space.
True. What could they set up there, though?
Dwarves are crafty. They make lots of stuff. They just tend to keep it... Well, the reason why Coal City was founded was so that there would be a neutral place where they could trade. And presumably they still every so often send people into Coal City, but it's a very peoply place. This would give them somewhere else.
True.
If you can
We'd
convince them.
We'd also have to find a dwarf we can trust. Because we don't need a dwarf finding out that we have a dragon living in the attic.
You think they'd have an issue with that?
I think they'd have a small one.
Is that a short joke?
The dwarves? Maybe.
So, anyway. Good. So you leave them at the fortress and head across the plains back towards the Dwarven lands. The AC will be 20 for today. Good to know. Instead of 21.
Yeah, big
Huge change. So yes, the great gates to the Dwarven lands stand closed at the moment. What do you want to do?
Knock.
Shave and a haircut.
Dun, 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 dun.
A gruff face appears at the crack of a smaller interior door in the Great Gate. You know. What do you want? Come on, I don't have all day. What do you want? And he closes the door.
We have business opportunities.
He opens the door a crack again. What kind of opportunities?
We have just opened like a mini mall near your
We have
city.
a district. We have opened a shopping plaza. It has plenty of retail space. If you would like to come sell your wares to other people outside of, just outside of Coal City, and not have to deal with some of the guild's silliness there. Plus, we would just like to make an offering to the Lord of this kingdom.
We saw that you built something in the middle of the plains without anyone's permission or talking to anyone first. And we saw the purple worms attacking the place. We're currently taking bets on how long it'll be still standing for. As long as those purple worms continue undermining the place, it won't be standing long. So no offense. But no
You do a pretty good
dwarf in
job.
their right mind is going to take that offer.
Have money.
We could always ask the Gilbdur to make them stop.
Tell you what. How about you hire some dwarves to build some firm foundations for that place?
Yeah, we could do that.
Alright. I'll pull the word out. Send them over to you.
But can we come in and attempt to deliver a offering to the king? And
Why?
to be good, friendly neighbors.
Leave it with me.
Anthony, do we get the general idea that this dwarf's just kind of being an ass?
That depends. How about you make a nature check to see if he's being an ass or if he's being a dwarf?
Wait a minute. I actually don't know how. Yeah, someone else make this, please. Thinking about it, Wilhelm has never met a dwarf outside of Gate. I don't know how they're actually supposed to ask. Let's see here. Let's make a nature. We'll do that D20 plus 5. Chipping will give myself disadvantage. 18 still. Holy shiza. Does he believe this dwarf? Or is the dwarf just being a dwarf?
Dwarf's just being a dwarf. His job is to keep people out. He's doing his job. What was Generella rolling? Was that also your nature, Generella?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
rolling something.
Do we want to go about this?
I could get us in.
I could too, but that depends on how we all feel about me modifying someone's mind real quick.
No, I have a way to do it without having to modify anybody's mind. It's just, does she want to do that?
It's an ethical grey area.
She's gonna look at the dwarf and be like, go get so and so, because I don't remember the fool's name. I might be willing to start negotiations on a wedding contract.
Remind me what you're talking about, because I'm drawing a blank.
The one dwarf just absolutely fell madly in love with Jinrilla and wanted to, like, nearly killed himself trying to prove that he was a better whatever than she was.
Wedding contract, eh? Hold on a sec. And he closes the door.
Yeah.
I could have just made him believe we showed something to let us inside.
Like what?
He would have just believed I showed him something to let us inside. Certain part of his memory can be spotty. Never said he had to have a perfect memory.
Is that, like, if it's ever found out that could get him in trouble, this won't.
That's fair.
Jinrilla, are you comfortable marrying?
I said I was willing to. I was willing to talk about negotiating a contract. Didn't say I was actually going to go through with it. If I don't like the negotiations, I am well within my rights to walk away.
Before long, you hear a familiar voice on the other side. Of course, send them in. Don't leave them hanging around outside. What are you doing?
It's your fiance.
I feel like in the time he was gone, Wilhelm got bored and is now outside swinging a massive black greatsword out of boredom.
You made a black greatsword out of boredom? Like, you got so bored...
The sword of Braz.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like, fuck this thing. He's just bored, and he's trying to get proficient with it, because God, he can't wield that thing.
No.
So, practically, yes.
Although, the sword of Braz is sentient. It's probably whispering a few tips and tricks into your mind as you're swinging it.
Hey, that is super helpful, because otherwise you said this is going to take like 8 weeks, and that's a long time.
He's a trainer, basically.
I need Braz's help with something at one point, so this works actually.
What do you want to telepathically ask him about while you're wielding his blade?
If he could help me modify a Death Tyrant eye.
Interesting. To do what?
Anything that's killed in its beam, I kind of just want their soul to be claimed, because I'd rather they not come back as problematic undead later. Or resurrected.
Bring it by the shop, I'll see what I can do.
Alrighty.
Okie dokie. In the meantime, you're getting let in, and you sure about this? Yes, they'll be my responsibility, and I'll take the blame if anything goes wrong. But we're on lockdown. I will take the blame. Just let them in. Okay, good. Let's go. Let's all adjourn to my house, shall we?
I'm gonna be honest, the moment he heard that they're on lockdown, Wilhelm would immediately turn his head towards the other members of the party, turn it sideways, and ask, "Are you sure all you did was drop the mountain on a Tarask?"
Plead the fifth?
You do see that part of the mountainside has caved in. There's a sinkhole.
Oh god. Okay.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be wonderful.
Sort of. Braz is going back in the bag, so then these greedy dwarves think they're getting that cool sword.
Fine craftsmanship you got there. Yeah. Anyway, so this dwarven noble merchant, you're not sure what he is really. He's clearly got money though. Leads you through the compact streets of the dwarven city. Turn to the upper slopes, where you see what looks from the outside to be a roomy but otherwise fairly modest bungalow. And then, as he opens the door and leads you into the entrance hall, you see that it's actually got a staircase leading down. To multiple inverted floors. You know.
Oh boy.
So it's basically it's a mansion. If it had been built the way that we built stuff, it would be like 10 or 12 stories high, but instead it's 10 or 12 stories deep.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Ooh, fancy.
Like it. My family have
Very
been digging this home out for generations. I've added several rooms myself.
Have you now?
Our bridal suite will, of course, be on the lowest floor.
No. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still much negotiating to do.
Of course. Yes. So I'm assuming that you would like some sort of prior negotiation stating exactly the terms of our engagement and marriage and potential divorce. Yes?
Yes.
What each of us would be entitled to, so on and so forth.
Exactly.
Makes perfect sense. I suggest that we each take out of the relationship what we brought into it. Nothing more, nothing less. Like I said, my family have been building this mansion for generations. I'll be petrified by a gorgon before I allow it to fall out of family hands. I'm assuming you have similar what's the word? Heirlooms that you would not wish to part with should we end up parting ways.
Yeah, I could think of one thing that I definitely wouldn't want to lose when it becomes mine.
Freedom!
When it... What? Freedom?
I was making a joke, and nobody got it.
I didn't catch it because there were people talking. Sorry.
Basically
The
freedom.
one thing you don't want to lose.
The one thing you don't want to lose is freedom. Well, I was thrown off by the fact that when I get it. What do you mean? Go on.
Because at some point, General is going to get Mentor's sword and would not want to lose that.
Get her mentor's sword. Yes.
Yeah, that would be a bad thing to lose.
Mm-hmm. Very well. I'll get the paperwork drawn up. First, let's eat.
Mm-hmm. Eating.
And he shouts for a servant and tells them to prepare a banquet.
Hold on. But before that, what's going on? Why is the city in lockdown?
Oh, we just want to make sure that it's safe.
From
There's been quite a lot stirred up lately, what with the creature that was discovered underground and the purple worms, and there's even been rumors of a nest of mind flayers.
oh,
Yeah.
mindful.
So because of this, especially because of this, we want to make sure that everybody is who they say they are and nobody goes missing that shouldn't.
Who else would we be?
Well, like I said, that's my responsibility.
If you need help with supposed mind flayers, you know, we are seasoned adventurers.
Oh, nonsense. No need for that. I have no intention of risking my betrothed. We'll handle it.
That seems rather unfair. Are you sure you don't want help?
The dwarves take care of their own business. Always have, always will.
But if I'm marrying you, I'm going to become an honorary dwarf.
No. No. Your children will be dwarves. You will never be a dwarf.
Wilhelm, do you want to prove this? Do you want to prove the dwarf wrong?
Are you asking me to turn you into a dwarf? Sure!
Being ridiculous, but
You know what, just because this is... Yeah, this could be funny. Oh no, this guy's self only works on self. Dang, what a shame.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Plus,
Wilhelm will become a dwarf.
If it's disguised self.
Actually, no, hold on, let me... Not that... Yeah, you're throwing lockdown. Let's not get attacked and murdered right here on the street. How would you like me to prove him wrong, Generilla? I'd rather... I can go extreme if you want, or I can go mild. What do you think?
Yes, I'm kind of curious. What do you have in mind, my dear? Hello?
Mark?
Generilla?
Hey, Rock.
what's going on?
So, we're not sure what you
Yeah,
mean
what-
by... Go on.
I'd walk to the other room to get food for my kids.
We're not sure exactly what you intend Wilhelm to do here.
It was mostly a joke. It was mostly a joke. I don't intend for him to do anything.
Okay. Thank you for explaining. He slowly puts his book away.
As he was about to cast True Polymorph on you or something.
He was about to just do something crazy and be like, yes!
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I would like to try to convince this dwarf to let us look into this as a gift to him.
Persuasion?
Yeah, give me just a second. The sheet is up on the laptop, but like I said, I'm in the other room putting food into children.
Putting food into children. Why do I imagine
That's
you, like, them being pedal bin style? You just step on a foot and their mouth opens and you drop the food in.
okay. Putting slices of pizza on a plate for them to take and eat.
I understand. It's just...
Persuasion. Okay, that is a plus 19.
Hi, Toby. How you doing, bud?
Uh, 24.
Plus 5 that to make it a 29 with Flash of Genius.
I'm not even gonna bother rolling.
You sure? You're sure? I've still got a silvery barbs in the tank.
Oh, if you insist, my dear, just...
I do indeed.
Please come home in one piece.
Well, if we fail, the body will come home in one piece. It just won't be the right mind.
Won't be the right height?
Mind.
The right mind. Yes. Please don't joke about such things. The thought of you ceramorphed gives me the chills. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. And I'm going to lean in.
You do lack the
because-
dwarf's constitution. You may not be able to. You won't be as resilient to their body changing, their body warping powers as we dwarves are.
Just for fun.
What do you mean by that?
Do you want to see which one of us has a higher constitution, friend? 1 drink. First one to drop. That's the lower constitution.
What are you playing at, Wilhelm?
Oh, nothing. He just wants to prove to this. I don't know. He doesn't mind this guy, but he's like, stronger than you think.
Scotch! Before long, a generous measure of whiskey is placed into your hand and into the dwarves. Down the hatch.
To a friendly game, and he's gonna shake the dwarf's hand as he just pounds it.
Make a con save.
With a +5.
With a +5, that's a 36.
Holy shit!
You're both fine. Hi, Toby.
Beefcake wizards, yay! He will laugh and shake his hand and thank him for the drink.
Okay, now let's have a feast.
Yay! Feasting, and drinking, and merrymaking.
Ah, yes, my favorite part.
You don't get to make that kind of merry.
Not until
Not till everything.
Not.
Alright.
Yeah, he's just being Toby. Okay.
Oh crap!
What?
Got a text message about something I forgot.
Uh-oh.
It's all right.
Okay. So yes, feast is laid out. There's all kinds of delicious foods. And while you're at it, you'll find out that the
What?
that he'll tell you a bit more about the mind flayers. How they,
When did they show up? How often did they attack?
they've they showed up in this particular city shortly after the sinkhole appeared.
The what? Oh, the sinkhole. It's sick.
It seems that it caused a cave-in in their hive also,
Oh, joy.
cutting off some of them from the rest of their group, forcing them above ground. As you can imagine, the populace was rather shocked.
I can imagine, yes.
And shortly after, some of the population became mind flayers also.
Oh, can't imagine that being a. Can't imagine that going well.
So far, we seem to have them contained.
Where are they contained? Oh,
Sorry?
where are they contained at?
We have a contingent guarding what we believe is the entrance to their hive. We've also notified the other city kingdoms. And each of them are making their own measures to keep the threat at bay. There have been some malicious rumors that at least one of the city kingdoms is actually in an alliance with the creatures. But no dwarf would willingly betray their people. It's nonsense.
They were somehow secretly being ran by Grey Dwarves.
Grey dwarfs. They rebelled against the Mind Flayers eons ago. Try the hogler, it's delicious.
Is it now?
Gwyn would receive telepathic message from Wilhelm asking if all husbands are like this before marriage. And Gwyn's reply is, I do not know. I've never gotten married before or even had a real boyfriend. Maybe this guy's self-conscious. He's trying very hard to seem confident, but go on.
If Wilhelm would speak up, if we are going after mind flares, I would like to spend. I may need another half a day or so. I want to finish another day and a half to finish the book I've been on. I might help a little bit. I'm rather not. I don't like mind flares, so I'd like to be a bit better prepared.
Here come the excuses.
Oh, no. I'm fine going. It's just, would you suggest me assisting your fiance/wife without being completely prepared for the situation?
Oh, of course you should be prepared, of course.
And I can, of course, accommodate you.
Be prepared.
Pay you to help accommodate us because I know we're a little bit more than just a
Do you think me lacking in wealth?
Oh, no. I offer a payment that doesn't come from coins. I enjoy collecting gems. They help me in my magical pursuits. I can give you some even. We kind of just need somewhere to sit for a little bit so I can prepare better, and then we can deal with your problem.
Yeah, prepare as long as you wish. If you wait too long, though, the dwarves will probably have it all taken care of before you get the opportunity.
Oh, no. Oh, it will not. It will not take me that long. I'm sure you're well aware. Practitioners of the arcane tend to be favorited targets of mind flayers, and I'd rather avoid that scenario.
Is that so?
Can I put some back the chair back on?
You can.
No, I might still hang it up.
Okay. Yeah, Gwyn, in the D&D lore, in D&D canon, there's dwarves are predominantly male, but it's not a big deal because they can and will mate with females from other races, and their children are always dwarves.
Flabbergasted, but continue. I'll just contemplate this.
Hi, Tasha. How you doing?
As an offering and sign of thanks, Wilhelm would produce 15 pounds of gems and be like, "Here you go, my friend.
Here you go, what?
Here you go, my friend. My friend."
Cool.
That'll be. Well, I assume we're not meeting the king, so I'm just going to add. Yep.
He's not the king.
I know. Yeah, I assume with him getting a second, I probably
He's
won't
not
meet
even
the king really
a
well.
king.
Nope. That's okay. That's okay.
Right.
Also, I have no idea if that part about illithids liking practitioners of the arcane is true to D&D lore. That was totally a lie, but if he believed it, that's okay.
He doesn't know. But out of okay, so illithids are actually psionic. Their spell-like abilities are all based on their psychic abilities. There are some illithids that study arcane magic, but they're seen as weird and outcasts. They're frowned upon by the hive mind.
Does the hive mind? Okay, so like in the situation of like enthralling people or trying to make people slaves, does the hive mind find itself often going after arcane practitioners, or is it always just whoever it can get? I have zero knowledge of illithids, so that was like as a player a bullshit lie too.
It depends, because when an illithid takes a prisoner, they will probe their mind psychically and decide whether or not their knowledge is worth preserving. And if it is, their brain, rather than being consumed will be extracted and placed in a jar, and this jar will join one of countless others in their living mind libraries, which they can access psychically and learn and continue and learn everything that person has learned in life, whenever they wish to.
That's nasty. Okay.
However, if they think if you don't have any interesting information and if you don't have any knowledge that they haven't already acquired, they'll just put a tadpole in your head.
That is terrible. Oh my god.
And this tadpole will eat most of your grey matter, and replace it with illithid brain tissue, and then proceed to turn your body into a mind flayer.
Oh, great heavens. That is disgusting. I love it, but that's disgusting. Yeah, you guys alright if since I just BS'd some time, we all take this time to finish our books so we can go a bit more prepped? AKA, I need like 34 hours, I think. Yes, 34. So, yeah, like a day and a half, then we rest and we can go. That is terrifying. Yeah, let's not let that happen. Is everyone alright if we BS for a day and a half?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah. I'm
Alright,
cool with it if
perfect.
you can cool with letting us kind of do a minor time jump or whatever.
Yeah, we could do that. Is there? I'm assuming the rest of you would also be practicing and studying in the 2-day time jump. While you enjoy your host's hospitality / advances.
Her?
Well, I'm assuming he's going to try it on with Jen Riller a few times during the 2 days.
Good news, everybody. This makes my intelligence a 22.
Good news, everyone. That's
a plus 20 to Arcana rolls. Oh my god.
Would Gwyn also be able to get her book finished in the next couple of days?
Yeah.
Before I had 21 done, so I guess...
If you read solidly for 2 days straight. How many hours do you need? It's like 80? Or...
No, like 48, I think.
Which book is it you're reading?
Book of Swiftness.
Okay, yeah. Then, yeah, you just need to read it within 6 days. So another couple of days would definitely help with that.
Save DC is also now 21. Lord, thank God. Alright.
The hours you think I should knock off?
Wilhelm honestly did exactly what he asked for. I spent the whole 2 days finishing that book. Because I had 34 hours left, so. I'd recommend finishing it if you can, but if you want to do other stuff, then.
Nah, I feel like Gwen wouldn't have anything else to do besides read. Maybe paint, but she wants to do that in her studio and finish this book.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I'm.
Yeah, they all have more or less the same.
Plus, she's an elf, so she can like rest as much.
Yeah, so you can just read solidly and only have 4 hours of long rest for the next couple of days, and yeah, you'll get it done. So your dexterity would be improved by that, right, Quinn?
Yeah. So I have a dexterity of 22.
Yep, which gives you a +6 modifier. What would Kiori be doing?
Making more potions, researching ales.
Researching ales. All right, finding out from the from your host and his staff about dwarven methods of brewing.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then, have I finished my book? I think I finished the book.
What book did you have?
I think.
She was working on the original book, if I remember.
You had the Book of Exalted Deeds and the Tome of Leadership and Influence. Which one were you reading?
Which one was it?
You got the Tome of Leadership and Influence, which would improve your charisma.
Uh-huh.
And the Book of Exalted Deeds.
Exalted Deeds.
So the Book of Exalted Deeds. Yeah, the Book of Exalted Deeds requires... Once the book is opened, the attuned creature must spend 80 hours reading and studying the book to digest its contents. So yeah, you're still reading that one.
Okay.
Yeah. I knew someone had that one. Okay. And yeah. Well, yeah. So Jen Riller, so while the other three are reading, Jen Riller, of course, would by necessity have to spend some time with the dwarf.
Do I have any way to prevent him from leaving alone while I finish reading so I can be...
Do you have any way of creating an illusory version of yourself?
I do.
No, but I do have ways to play hard to get. I will stealth and cast non-detection on myself.
So, so he's going to be prancing around his mansion like Pepe Le Pew looking for you. Okay, I'm guessing from the silence that nobody has any idea who Pepe Le Pew is.
No,
No,
the
I
name
do.
doesn't ring any bells.
I do.
I do. I had my mouth full of water. Couldn't talk.
So, Warner Brothers used to have a cartoon character called Pepe Le Pew, and his whole shtick was that he was a skunk that would become enamored with a cat that got paint on its back, or...
Oh my god, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and he would relentlessly pursue the object of his affection throughout the entire cartoon, until it was revealed that the object of his affection was not a skunk. And then he would be heartbroken.
I remember that. My God, I haven't seen that in forever.
People, please. Anyway.
Yes. Okay. So yes, the 2 days pass not quite swiftly enough for some of you. And anything else you want to do to prepare for facing the Illithids? Here we go.
We go when we're done and we're headed out. I want to stop by one of the shops and see if they have the ability to. Because I still have some openings on my belt. See if I can find a gem or a thing, Sakikin, basically a ring of psychic resistance.
You want a ring of psychic resistance, huh? What the? Ring of psychic resistance. Rare. Where would you like to acquire this ring?
Well, I guess I would go to I would ask where I could acquire magic jewelry or whatnot. Like I said, it's going to be hard enough because I'm going to have to see if they can.
See if they can what?
Distill it into the gemstone so I can socket it into my belt.
Yeah. So you actually want them to infuse a gemstone with resistance to psychic?
Yeah, because that's the only way it's going to work. I'm out of attunement slots, so I can't.
Yeah. So you have to use your power strip, basically.
It can be a temporary thing. I don't need it permanently. I just want to use it for this. Like, if you're fighting, the psychic scary things. Oh my heavens! Why does everything want my attention today?
Oh my stars!
Oh my lord! Recovery.
Yeah, I imagine. Sorry.
Do you absolutely need daddies? Do you need daddy's love and attention? Of course you do.
Oh.
It'd be worse if you weren't so darn cute.
I have been wrong this entire time. My arcane recovery is a lot higher than what it is. Not a lot, but it is higher. It is 7 levels worth of spells. That is great.
I still can't recover anything 6th level or higher, though.
No, but I mean that's enough for like modify memory or some of the dumber ones.
Mm-hmm.
And modify memory, faithful hound. My favorite one, wall of force.
Force Cage is better.
Force Cage is better.
Probably, but that is a higher level spell, so.
I know, I'm just saying Force Cage is better.
Of course, higher level spells are better than lower level spelled versions of them. Duh.
Force Cage and Sickening Radiance. The Arcane Microwave.
Uh-huh.
I have one of those two spells.
There's another player who's a particular fan of using Time Stop and then setting off multiple vitriolic spheres to burst when the time starts again.
Thought about taking that as my 9th level spell, but I didn't. It was close, but invulnerability is just too tempting.
Mm-hmm.
Is that an updated character sheet? Yes, it is.
Oh, yes.
Give me a second and I'll send you the updated one.
No worries. Okay, so yeah, over the same 2 days that those guys are studying, you would be able to have your fiance acquire just the gem, not the setting, for a ring of psychic resistance.
I'll be back.
Ba 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 da ba ba da ba. And once you have acquired, once you've attached it to the belt that you're already attuned to,
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that you will be moseying on to the location that you were given.
Mm-hmm. That is absolutely good.
Oh, that's why. Okay. So. Yeah. Okay. So you begin heading towards the sinkhole. Observing as you approach that there is a hole near the bottom that seems to be guarded by a pair of dwarves with bill hooks, pull-down weapons. And as you approach, they will of course cross their pole arms and say, "It's not safe in there. No entry."
We're gonna go make it safe.
Don't worry. This is dwarf business. We'll take care of it. You're just gonna get yourselves killed.
Why does everybody always think we're going to get ourselves killed?
To be fair, normally we're jumping like into the mouth of danger, so like
Make a habit of nearly dying, do you?
adventures. It's part of the job.
I used to be an adventurer myself.
Don't make the joke, don't make the joke, don't make the joke, don't make the joke.
Until I had to settle down and get married.
Oh, that's still the joke. But you know what? It's not the generic one. It was mostly to myself to not make the joke. All that was running through my mind was, till I took an arrow to the knee.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
exactly,
nope, nope,
yep. But you just went and said it by, denying that you'd said it. But anyway, they look at each other, smirk, and go, "Look, if you want to be foolish enough to risk your own hide, be my guest. You know what you're walking into."
We've heard it's possibly part of a mind flare hive.
Yeah. Tread careful now. And don't trust anyone.
Alright,
We trust you.
Of course you can trust me. I'm the one who just told you not to trust anyone.
insight check.
So I checked.
Does my passive insight of 25 make me think that this guy's on the level?
How's your perception?
Mine? 30.
Remember, Generilla has like the 32 perception or something crazy.
I know. I just like to hear you say it. Yours is 25.
No, that was her roll with the insight check.
Insight check. Oh, okay. All right, yeah, because of the thing. Where am I getting that echo from? Okay, it's gone now. Okay. So, the dwarves do seem a little strange, but not in a way that's unusual for dwarves. Does that make sense? Like they clearly don't feel comfortable around you lot. Generilla, though. These dwarves don't look like they've been getting a lot of sleep. They both have bags under their eyes so dark they almost look like bruising. Or they just got into a fight and ended up both with black eyes. Could be either with dwarves.
Do they happen to have an undead smell?
No.
Okay. So they're not vampires.
They're not vampires, no.
Can I ask my Moonblade if does these dwarves seem like they're under any effect of a mind flare?
How would your sword know?
It's been around for probably 14 generations.
Is it a sentient blade?
Yeah, it's a Moonblade.
Let me check. I don't remember that.
I mean, I just thought I'd ask since it's been around long. It doesn't have to, just thought I ask.
Generilla brought up a good point too. The detect evil and good.
Oh, that is fair.
Yeah, okay. So, your blade is sentient and is able to communicate, but only through, emotions. So, it gives you a sense of uneasiness. The spell, detect evil and good. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Given the fact that we're dealing with mind flayer, and I know because she knows the spell, I'm going to cast detect evil and good.
Mm-hmm. And you get a ping from each dwarf, roughly in the vicinity of their skulls.
Hey, Kiori, double check my languages.
I don't like the way you're looking at me.
I don't like the fact that you have a worm in your head, so, you know.
What?
Genrilla,
Yes.
could you make an intelligence saving throw?
Maybe.
I've got you. I'm in like super close range, so I can help.
And it's not horrible. It's not my garbage staff. $19.
19 is fine. The other one says, "Look, we said you could go in. Just go in."
I forget. God, I don't think I don't have. I don't think I have a language that just me and Kiori speak.
I don't think we do, but I will have a look.
I don't have giant. I don't think you speak dragon.
Mm-mm.
So I guess I'm just gonna have to do it in common. Kiori, tell me you still have True Res prepared.
I have resurrection, yes.
Cause you're gonna need it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys, but you've already been infected by the illithid, so we're gonna have to. You're gonna have to fix that problem somehow.
Whatever you're thinking of doing, back off.
Gentlemen, may I ask, have you guys been having trouble sleeping as of late?
No.
Then may I
Fire,
ask,
it's on fire.
Would Wilhelm make an intelligence saving throw?
sure, I don't see that brain puppy hanging around, do I? Because
No, you don't.
if so, I was going to say, banish it. I hate those things.
You don't see them hanging around.
21.
Yeah, you're fine.
I don't want to be like the fucking murder hobo, but I honestly don't know of any other way other than killing them to get that thing out of their head.
Oh, hold on.
Gwyn and Kiara, your turn. Intelligence saves.
Oh, fuck.
Don't forget the +5 because we're all standing within 10 feet of each other.
Mm-hmm.
What is the wording on this spell?
So that would be.
You can see. Are you kidding me? Oh my god! Everything I have to see them. I can't see the bloody things.
So you'd be +16, Kiari. And Gwyn would be +14.
22?
Yeah, you're both fine.
get gnomed.
What?
We don't get gnomed.
None of you get your intelligence smashed down to 0, which is good.
We know that they try to do this to us.
Kinda. It would. You'd feel some invasive presence. This feels uneasy. But whether or not you'd recognize the sensation and tell us about it is up to you. It's just
Okay, so I'm probably gonna have to stop concentrating on detection and switch to something else.
Do you have protection from evil and good?
I do. But it doesn't. It would help if they were already possessed, but it doesn't. It doesn't break current possessions.
Are you sure?
Uh.
It says if they're already possessed, they get a saving throw to resist it with advantage. But that's the only bonus they really get.
Yeah. There's no way to. If they have a new throw, they get advantage on the save. Unless, of course, I mean, if it's also up to DM discretion. If the DMs say that casting the spell breaks.
If your character doesn't think it'll work, then they're not going to cast it, are they?
I mean, I'm looking for things like what else I have prepared. I'm not high enough level to have it.
To have what?
There is a spell I think that might work. Because it's kind of a weird one. Greater Restoration. It does a lot of weird things, and I could see it. I could see this kind of coming under the. I don't know. I may be grasping at straws. Just ignore me.
What do you want to do?
Don't really want to kill these guys, but
Then don't. Just go into the tunnel and ignore them.
but if we do, they're gonna eventually transform and.
You
Want me to message up?
You think that they have illithid tadpoles in their brains, yes?
Yeah.
They don't.
Then what's going on? Okay.
Oh no!
You just figured out why you couldn't see any intellect devourers?
Yeah, why? Yeah, I remembered what happened last time I fought brain puppies. Yep. Mm-hmm. They aren't tadpoles anymore.
Well, no, these
Oh,
are
they're full whatever.
intellect
Brain
devourers.
puppies haven't.
The
Yeah,
brain powers,
the brain puppies.
the brain puppies
Mind.
are in their brains. Or have replaced their brains, yes. Technically, they're not dead yet.
No, I'm looking if we kill them, if resurrection would put their brain back or require true
resurrection does.
Okay.
And the better question is, would Hiri be able to cast it twice?
It restores any missing body parts. Yeah.
It's a lower level spell. It's
7th.
So potentially.
And you're high enough level to combo. Use multiple spell slots if you need to cast a single spell.
Because I have one level 7 spell slot.
Do you also have a 3rd and a 4th?
Yes.
3 plus 4 is 7.
I didn't know you could do that.
It's part of my homebrew rules for level 21 and up.
So
I've been casting wish multiple times a day.
if you don't burn, if you don't, wish for stupid stuff, and wind up with a wish burn.
Yeah.
Well, I would never wish for dumb stuff, so just more of me.
So I hate to say it, but at this point, realizing that that we need to, because we can't let these things, we can't let the bad guys be the guards of the bad guy, of the entrance to the bad things. So she's going to pull out her sun blade and fire it up.
Okay. Initiative time.
I'm sorry, everybody. I was trying everything to not turn this into combat, but I just...
I don't make it easy for you, do I?
At least I didn't just jump straight into combat. I did go through
all the available options. Yeah.
Try to be diplomatic, so don't be too hard on yourself.
I got that 20 on my initiative.
Yay!
Well, we all rolled either the same number or... Well, actually, we all rolled in groups of 2, rolled the same number.
That's impressive, actually. Now, don't believe me, I'm just going to go back to playing my video game full of half-naked people with rainbow hair.
Half-naked people with what?
Wait, what?
Rainbow hair.
Sounds like GTA to me.
No,
Does that
it's
game have zombies in it?
Half-naked people with rainbow hair. If anybody knows what he's talking about, feel free to tell us in the comments.
I'm playing an RPG, but they allow me to buy costumes for the things, and some of them are swimsuits, and some of it is new hair colors. So I've got a person in like this weird swimsuit with rainbow hair styling.
Sure, your wife loves that.
Honestly, half the time my daughter actually picks some of the funky costumes.
So it's like dressing up a Barbie doll. Gotcha.
I actually don't get in trouble for it because I can just
blame it on the
it's like it's the child. The child did it. Oh, okay.
It's terrible. I want that to be known. That is terrible.
Using the kid as a scapegoat. All right. Gwen gets.
Kids are weird.
Gwen gets to go first.
Okay, I'm just gonna look at these guys, pull out my swords, and just gonna stab them.
Stab them.
That's for my moonblade, and
Those hit.
And my scimitar.
Where's the... Yep, that hits too.
Okay. Says I have allies within 5 feet of me.
Mm-hmm.
Just what's the showers.
Flame.
At least I can say I tried. Going straight to chop.
Roll to hit. Roll the damage, I mean. Roll the damage.
Yeah, I'm just having to plug in like a lot of stuff.
Holy shit. You chop these dwarves into little pieces. Both of them. And then the intellect devourers kick their way out of what's left of their heads. Generilla. You got two intellect devourers to deal with.
All right. Well, I'm gonna attack one of them.
Go on then.
All right. Okay. So this is December. So this is 16.
The guards only had like 11 hit points each.
Yikes!
I was debating whether or not we could just sleep them. Good to know that we could have, but this works too.
This is just the appetizer. All three of those hit.
Cool. Let's see. Plus. Come on. Show me the shit. Okay. Plus. 6. I'm not pumping any extra oomph into this yet, because
60.
that's still a respectable amount.
Yep. Yep, they're both down. In fact, one of them's paced. Well done.
Ah.
Well, that was short. Wilhelm, is there anything in particular you'd like to do on your turn?
Well, they're down. The
Yeah.
towers are down.
One's down. One's down and unconscious. The other one is destroyed.
I guess the other intellect
And of course
tower is wanting it.
Sorry?
No, what were you saying? Sorry.
So, one intellect devourer is unconscious. The other one's destroyed. And of course the dwarves are all cut up into little chunks. What would Wilhelm like to do?
Making sure that intellect devourer doesn't get back up real quick.
Alright. Splat the rat.
Yeah, you know what? Well, those fireballs, this thing can burn in flames.
Hugs noodle.
20 plus 13 with disadvantage because it is a thing down and a propagato.
What the heck? You need
No,
to,
oops. Oh, yeah, because I didn't. Yeah. Alright, so 26 still hits this thing.
Oh yeah, 26 definitely hits.
Okay, what's the damage of Firebolt? Is it 48 at this level?
At this point, it's already down, so it's just an automatic failed death save. Curie, would you like to help make sure that this never thing gets back up again?
Yeah.
Alright, it's prone. If you make a melee attack, you can do so with advantage. Advantage.
Excuse me. Jesus.
Yeah, that definitely hits. And it goes squish. Yes, it definitely goes squish. You've got blamunges all mashed up and splattered on the stony ground. Now,
We should probably try to bring the
you
dwarves back.
you hear a noise from inside the tunnel. A little too late to do anything about it. Could you all make an intelligence saving throw, please?
What about? Oh, that was. Gwen is going to go ahead and get a bonus +6 from Flash of Genius. So that's a 19.
Okay. So Gwen's on a 19. Cool.
And I think Gwen had the lowest roll.
So, the mind blast from the mind flayer that was hiding in the tunnel washes over you, but doesn't do any damage, thankfully. When you hear it scrambling to escape as quickly as it possibly can. And Gwyn, what do you do?
Gonna pull? How far away is it?
You don't know. You can't actually see. It's dark. Although actually,
You have dark vision.
she does have dark vision, but she's
Yeah.
currently standing outside in the relative brightness. You'd probably have to step into the tunnel to be able to see it clearly. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Go.
Is it? Never mind. I'll ask on my turn. Go on. Sorry.
I'll step into the darkness and pull out my Ospo.
And about 120 feet ahead of you, you see the back of a retreating mind flayer.
No mercy.
No.
Up city aim.
Toby, what's up?
Plus 13. Advantage.
Both of those hit. You're gonna do elven accuracy anyway, aren't you? See if you can get a crit.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I shouldn't have said
Let's
anything.
see.
Oh, that's a crit. So the 29 and the 33 count. How much damage do you do? Yes, a lot. Yes, we know it's a lot. We know.
She got a nat 22.
She got a nat 20. I'm assuming. Yep. Mind flare goes down. He falls forward. Bloop. Tentacles akimbo. Generilla.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna. For my action, because I have my sword out, I'm going to shrink the light,
Okay.
and then I'm going to move ahead of Gwyn into the tunnel.
Okay.
Reminder: we have guards to resurrect.
Well, they're in chunks now. You're going to need true resurrection now.
Oh, shit.
When they just had brains missing, you could have used regular resurrection, but now that they are eviscerated by a whirling dervish of a drow, not so
Oh, I'm
much.
sorry that I made them into meat chunks. I'm just too effective at my job.
They're mincemeat.
And both resurrection and true resurrection have ridiculously long time frames. We can resurrect them on our way out.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, there's no hurry. You can take a chunk of each of them home with you and true res them later.
Yummy.
Yummy. So Janrilla moved ahead, used their action to dim the sword. Wilhelm, what do you want to do?
Well, since they've been made slightly useless, he's going to see if these guards have anything that can be as of use to the party now that we're jumping down a hole to chase it with it.
They have, as I said, a polearm called a billhook, which basically combines all the best elements of a halberd, a spear, and a shepherd's crook, really. In case you are intrigued.
I think I know what it is, and I think they're really cool if it's what I'm thinking it is. Please do tell. Please do tell. I must bestow your wisdom upon us, dear Lord DM. This may or may not be bribery, so we don't get massacred by
that was a little
player.
bit, a little excessive there, mate. Just. But, that's a billhook.
Oh, was not what I thought it was. Still super cool though.
So see the long point is it's got a blade down one edge too, so it can even be used like as a slashing weapon, as well as a pointy spear tip. And the hook has got a blade on the inside edge, and of course there's also this axe blade edge below it. It's a nasty. And there's also a pick spike on the back, and yeah, it's a fun weapon.
How tall were the dwarves compared to this? Now that I'm thinking about it,
it's easily twice the height of the dwarves.
I'll be nice. Leave their weapon. I don't think any of us can use it anyway. Nope.
I can.
Are you proficient with polearms?
Am I? No, no way.
Specifically,
yeah.
If you can hold a halberd, if you can use a halberd, you can use a billhook.
I can, sadly.
They're a martial weapon.
I know I'm proficient in it.
Weapons?
All martial weapons? Then yeah, you can do it.
Cool. I take.
Can I have do you want one and let me have the other one? Because it may be unwieldy, but I bet I could still throw that sucker.
It's not designed to be a thrown weapon at all, but okay.
Yeah, but somebody with enough strength can throw just about anything they want to throw.
All right, Toby. Hold on a second, guys. God damn it, little dog.
Oh.
Daddy, I'm cute.
He is very cute.
That's how they get you. Is they make you think they make you think you're cute.
No, we don't deserve dogs.
No.
No, dogs are great.
Dogs are nice. Cats are little tiny assholes with fur.
Don't hate on cats. Cats are great too.
I love cats. I love cats. You have me wrong. I absolutely love cats.
You are right, though. They are kind of little assholes most of the time.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to downplay it. I mean, I've owned cats. Through the course of my life, I've had Not nearly enough cats, to be honest.
I
I've
honestly
only,
thought you did own a cat.
I technically I did, but I could. I no longer have access to the cat I owned because the person that was owning it no longer lives.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, your mom's cat. Yeah, sorry to bring that one up. Sorry about that.
no, it's okay because one of the cats was mine. The other one was definitely hers. Good God. Okay, so
I've discovered that there is a spell that would have been perfect for us going into this if I would have leveled up my Artificer any higher.
what is that?
Intellect Fortress.
What does he do?
Resistant to psychic damage and advantage on Charisma, Wisdom, and Intelligence saving throws.
Yep.
Ah.
I mean, oh dear God. Okay. That becomes a
What's
7.
wrong?
Oh, I'm working on a different character sheet because I have to level up a couple of different things. Because I didn't have time to do the one from Wednesday.
Creation do. Oh.
I needed to go to sleep.
I'm trying not to fall asleep now.
Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So, yeah. What was Wilhelm doing?
I believe heading down the hall because you couldn't use any of the stuff.
Fair enough. But Kiori picks one up and brings the other one to Generala, yes?
Sure, sounds good to me.
Okay. The Mind Flayer that is unconscious. Okay. Gwyn, you're 30 feet behind the rest of the party. What do you want to do?
Excuse me.
I guess fly 40 feet in front of the party?
40 feet in front of the party?
No, I mean like okay, fly.
Well, flying would be a little bit difficult, unfortunately, because this tunnel is kind of cramped.
Okay. Can I technically, I guess, hover?
Does your flight doesn't require wings, does it?
No.
Okay, then yes, you can levitate down the tunnel.
To get near the party.
Okie dokie. And then Generilla, you would also move, right? The unconscious Mind Flayer is currently 60 feet in front of you. What do you
Okay, I will move and dash as a bonus action, and then I will stab it.
You still have... Oh, as a bonus action you can dash. Okay. Yeah. Because you got rogue levels. Okay.
Yep. I have rope rules, I can do that. Okay. It's dead. It's not getting up.
Yep.
Do I see anything else with my ridiculous perception within 60 feet? Because I remember I don't worry about darkness within 60 feet.
Not yet, but you do hear sounds further down the tunnel.
Then I'm going to turn. As a free action, can I basically turn around and do the shush motion? To the
By the way, this mind flayer wasn't the normal 6 foot tall, skinny. This was a dwarven mind flayer.
I was going to say, what was it? One of the snurf? What was it? One of the gnomes?
No, he had been a dwarf, judging by the stoutness of his frame. And the shortness. He a squat mind flayer.
Nice.
Anywho, fancy ouchie stick. Wilhelm, what would you like to do?
He shall, since generally requested it, he shall try to be stealthy. It's probably gonna work, but he will try. Is it stealth again? It's actually not that bad. I'm proficient in it, so not terrible.
So, all the
19.
all the immediate threats are destroyed. So basically, at this point, you're all going to be sneaking down the tunnel as quietly as you can in the order of Genrilla, Wilhelm, Curie, and Gwyn. That's not your initiative order, that's your marching order. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And it's really too narrow to be able to squeeze past each other much, so yeah. Can be done if you really want to, but it's awkward.
I'm wondering if I should wild shape into something smaller.
You can if you want to. Or you can summon your wildfire spirit. What would you like to do?
Yeah, if I wild shape into a cat.
Wild shape into a cat. He's big hulking Goliath. 7 foot tall woman shrinks down into a house cat. That's cute.
Can I still cast while I'm in wild shape or not?
No, you're not an 18th level paladin or 18th level druid.
You have to be an 18th level druid to be able to cast while in your wild shape. Yeah. Beast spells. Okay. Excuse me. Alright. So, after a little while of going down this sloping tunnel, you find yourself approaching a chamber that looks like it's being carved out, but it's still in the process, and there's areas of an almost organic coating on the walls, but other parts of it are still rough hewn stone. And there is a hole in the floor that appears to lead to another chamber. What do you all do?
Can we look look around the room, make sure that the only way to get anywhere is through the hole, and that there's no like hidden passages or anything.
You want to do an investigation, see if you can find any traps or secret passages?
Yeah, we probably could.
Sounds like a plan.
Sorry?
Same, of course.
18. You don't find any hidden passages or secret buttons or anything. And neither does Gwyn. But what you do notice, particularly Gwyn, what seems obvious to all three of you at this point, actually, is that it looks like they're beginning to make a new base. Like, this looks like the start of a new nest, of a new underground lair, rather than something old.
Well, that's not good.
Oh, joy.
Destroy the elder brain if you can.
That's the thing. Are they in the process of making? Do they already have an elder brain, or they don't have one yet and just waiting for one to be created?
Are you okay, honey? Are you falling asleep?
I am running on less than 10 hours sleep for the past couple of days.
Ooh.
All right. Well, do you want to hurry through the next encounter and try to get through it as quickly as possible so you can go to bed at a decent time, or would you rather just put a pin in it now?
You can play Curie for the rest of it if people want to carry on.
How do people feel about that?
I'm fine putting a pin in it. That way everyone's able to be present.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm good the way. I'm
Yeah.
not picking today.
I think they would all rather you were playing with them, so
Alright.
they'll all... Yeah, we'll put a pin in it there, and you can explore the next chamber, see what's down the hall, next time we play. Next week. Cool beans.
Sounds good.
I hope you guys listening enjoyed this as much as we enjoyed playing. If you'd like to join this this campaign or one of the others, then come find us in the Games and Geekery Discord server and chat with us, hang out, play in some of the one-shots, listen in on the games, and yeah, it's fun. You should join us. In the meantime, no matter what